My next question is going to come from, we don't know who the question is coming from.
Oh, really? Did you take like a
I'll show you what this is.
a poll, a fucking question thing?
So this is a game that I made called Soul Party.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, I just printed it out. It's chill. Okay, Soul Party.
Creative. She's so good like that.
Soul Party. Soul Party.
Doesn't fuck around silly.
And this game was a direct response to my own experience going to a festival in Portugal, showing up, and the only person that I knew was my boyfriend, who I went with.
What was the festival? Was it a music festival?
It was a sick festival. It was amazing. It was a camping festival.
Oh, okay.
But the only person, I didn't know anybody at this festival. Me and my boyfriend went together and we're like, oh, this looks like a cool festival. We're going to go together. We get to this festival, I don't know anybody. And I'm looking around and I'm seeing all these girl groups having fun together. And I'm reminded of my friends at home. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm looking at all these friends connecting, dancing with each other, vibing. And I think that my confidence was a little, I'm generally a pretty like social and confident individual. I think my confidence was a little bit hindered because I didn't know anybody. So I was just a little bit like just like kind of keeping to myself, like still having fun, but just keeping to myself, me and my partner. And then I see this girl walk by. Goddess, purple outfit, skirt, legs, gorgeous, makeup, everything. She looks gorgeous. And I'm like, wow, I got to tell her that she looks amazing. She put look at that effort into that outfit. Like, I got to tell her she looks amazing. But again, my confidence was a bit hindered because I was just kind of by myself. And I was like, I want to go over to her. And this fear of rejection comes over me.
Okay.
And I'm getting a little bit scared. I'm like, do I tell her? Do I not? Like, maybe I don't tell her. And in that moment, I'm like, wow, like, this is what guys feel like.
Approaching a girl, it's difficult. Because you were literally, you were approaching a girl. You were in that situation as if you were trying to communicate.
And like this fear of rejection, I'm like, how do I say it? How do I do it? Anyways, I ended up catching myself in that thought. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm absolutely going to tell her. Like, why did that even cross my mind? And I go over to her and I tell her, I'm like, you look amazing. We start chatting. We start connecting. We know similar people. Oh my God. We were at the same event a few weeks ago. We just didn't know it. Amazing. Okay. Like, what are the chances? And then by the end of the conversation, she says to me, thank you so much for coming over. And it takes a lot of courage to do what you just did. And thank you for coming over because this is a mere moment for myself and how I wish that I can do that more. You know, I came to this festival with my friends, so I'm kind of comfortable with my group of friends, but I don't often break out and go to meet other people outside of my circle. And I appreciate so much that you came up to me and you did this, and I will continue to do this too. And it really was a ripple effect for me. After that went well, that connection, similar to a guy, it goes well. The first connection goes well. And then you walk away, you're like, yeah. And then you start connecting with everybody else. And it really changed the trajectory of my whole weekend. So then I thought to myself, I integrated that experience and I thought to myself, okay, I have this desire to connect with people. And a lot of people in situations where they don't know anybody, how do they break the ice? How do they connect with people? And that's when I came up with this Soul Party game, which says on the front, Soul Party, take a card, make a card.
Okay.
And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to start off by, you are going to take a card.
Okay. And
you're going to read the question out loud, and then you're going to answer the question.
Oh my God, that's hard.
What does it say?
What is your earliest memory? Holy shit.
Or maybe just one of. And who wrote it?
Krista, can you, I don't want to butcher the last name.
Krista Sobakan.
Okay.
What is your
earliest memory? I always think you're going to love this because you were there. Like, I always think Celina's so good with memories, by the way. Like, you talk about like growing up memories. She's so good with them. I boxed a little bit, so like my head, maybe I don't remember as good. But I always remember, like, for some reason, I always remember the King City house and like the basement memories.
Yeah.
I remember like those. I don't know how old I was at that time, but those memories I still remember. So they're childhood memories, obviously. and I lived in a house in King City. We had a pretty big backyard, and it was like a little bungalow, and we used to have family over all the time.
Best times.
The best times. We used to play in the basement and the backyard and campfire and all that jazz, and like those memories there. And I vividly remember just always just be full of energy, just totally just running around, always. Like I was not a pleasure to be around that much when I was young, because I just had a lot of energy, like, and it was hard for people to take. Like I came in hot, just put it that way. But I don't have like a specific one, but I think that definitely is like where it resonates. And then oddly enough, for some reason, all my dreams, like most of them, take place at my nana's house in King City. Don't know why, but that's a thing that is a reoccurring. A lot of my dreams take place there. There has to be something with that. I believe in dreams and intuition and these sorts of things. So it's a weird one.
Do you ever go back and like walk around in the house and see if you like feel like,
no, it's
why is it bringing you back there? Know. That's so interesting.
I think because I lived there for 1 year, like transitioning from when we moved into this house and then when we lived in King City. Mm-hmm. And there must be something there that I just haven't connected yet. But a lot of my dreams take place there. In the backyard, running around, or in the basement, or in the house in general. I don't know why exactly, but dreams are interesting, and they're not random all the time. Sometimes probably, but they could teach you something.
Okay.
Great question by Krista.
Great question. So now the other part of so it says take a card, but it also says make a card.
Okay.
So now
Can I put, have you ever been punched in the face? Is that a weird one? I'm joking.
Well, whatever you're called. Somebody actually wrote what color are your panties on one of them. So whatever you're called to
spicy.
write. And then what's going to happen is, so while you're writing that, I'll just explain what happens. So essentially you keep this card as a souvenir. That's your card. That's your souvenir.
Really?
And maybe if you ever find Krista down the line, you're going to tell her, "Hey Krista, I pulled your card."
Yeah. Shout out to Krista.
I appreciate Krista for walking us down memory lane. And that's the point. The point of the card game is not only for the person who has the cards to connect with that person who's right in front of them, but it's also for that person in front of them to then connect with and just continue that cycle of people pulling your card, you pulling their card, and you hold on to that like a little souvenir, and maybe that's in your wallet, and maybe when you're in a situation where you don't know anybody, you can pull out this card and you can be like, "Hey, I pulled this card one time from this card game. What's your earliest childhood?" Maybe you and your girlfriend can run through that same question, or maybe you're in an environment
that'd be interesting. Yeah. It's a great, like, these are great, like, icebreakers.
Yeah.
Like, 100%.
And it takes the pressure off of that question coming from you. You know, instead of you walking up to somebody and being like, "Hey, I got a question. What's your earliest memory?" It's like, it takes the pressure off of that coming from you. So it actually helps with the ice breaking, that you're just like, "Hey, I was playing this card game. I was asked this interesting question. Like, do you want to, this was my answer. Like, what about you?" "Okay, I don't want to see it."
Okay, sorry.
"I don't want to see it," because that's another point of this game, because I love storytelling, that when somebody eventually pulls your card, I'm going to tell them about where it was written. I'm going to tell them we were recording an episode. Go listen to the episode. That's where this came from.
Dude, such a good idea.
It just continues the cycle.
Yeah.
That's the point. Is just continue the cycle of connecting, because that's what Soul Party, that's what this is all about. It's all about conversations. And not everybody has that confidence or ability or even desire to go that deep with a person that they don't know right away. So this is just kind of a way to assist with that, because like my favorite conversations are the deep ones, which is where we started
100%. I love it. That's why, like, just where do you get the best buzz is from those long, deep chats. Buzz. That's why when we used to like party, like freaking party, I used to just love talking. Like, that was my thing.
Me too, walking around. People couldn't find me. They'd be like, "Where is Celina?" I'm just walking around, meeting people, talking to people, having conversations. That's all I want to do. Having a laugh, having the best laughs.
Yeah.
Some conversations maybe we didn't remember. That's okay.
That's okay too.
We had a good time.
I don't rip darts or anything, but I would be out in the smoker section just talking with people. I just love to. I just
would
like
the best
talking.
section to meet people. Yeah, because they're slow, chill. They want to talk.
Right.
It's the best.